Welcome to the 5 for 2 podcast with me, your host Adele, where we say no to careers where you're trading 5 days of misery for 2 days of fun. A place we discuss all things career, confidence, and money moves. I want to motivate, teach, and empower ambitious women to achieve more, earn more, feel more confident, and enjoy the work they do. It's all about believing you can have everything you want in your career and then going and getting it. So if you're ready, let's get into it.
Guys, no intro. Akira Nicholson said on her Instagram, when you don't negotiate, companies are getting you on sale. I felt it in every part of my body. I felt every word she said in my soul. And that's why we're here today. That's what we're going to talk about. Because too many of you are on sale. You are offering companies a discount that they did not ask for. When you don't go for the money you want and the money you deserve, you're literally putting yourself on sale. How crazy does that sound? Like you're on sale. You're giving away your services at a discounted rate. You are giving away your skills at a discounted rate. A discount that no one asked for. All in the name of, I don't want to ask for too much in case they take away the offer. I don't want to ask for too much because I want to be humble. Humble does not get you paid. Humble does not get you the money that not only that you deserve, but the money that you want to build the life that you want when you're not at work. Nobody, and I mean nobody listening here, grew up thinking, I cannot wait to earn enough money to pay bills. A lot of us are working, literally living to work. Like the goal in our life is to work and pay bills. Just take that in for a minute. Why would that be your goal in life? To work and pay bills. We all have dreams. We all have aspirations. A lot of you believe that a 9-to-5 can't give you that. And I'm here to tell you, my 9-to-5 has given me that way before ever having a business or a side hustle. My side hustle, my business doesn't even necessarily give me that now. But having a 9-to-5 has always given me that. Because I've decided that it had to give me that. I was not going to wake up every morning. And I want all of you listening to understand this. You should not have to wake up every morning, days when you're tired and you just can't be bothered. Days when life, your personal life is kicking your ass and you still have to get up. Working 35, 40 hours a week and not getting paid what you deserve. And I'm not talking about being broke. I'm not talking about, oh, you're broke. Underpaid means you are not getting paid for the work and the effort that you put out. You are not getting paid what the role you are responsible for deserves. That's what underpaid means. Underpaid doesn't always mean broke. Being able to pay your bills doesn't mean you have money either. I grew up in a world like that where we didn't have much. So being able to pay your bills was the standard. Like that was like, oh my God, we can pay all the bills. That's the bare minimum, guys. Getting up to go to work to pay your bills is not the one. The bare minimum is being able to pay your bills. Your job should pay your bills. That's the bare minimum. We shouldn't be striving for the bare minimum and we should not be offering these companies discounts. Oh my gosh. The way that sits in my spirit when I say that, you are showing up at these interviews and offering them a discount they didn't ask for. They're telling you the range is between 70 and 90K and you're saying, oh yeah, I want 75. Oh, why do you want 75? You know you want 90K. Ask for the 90K. I have been in HR and recruitment 15 years. I was in HR and recruitment. And one thing I'm going to tell you guys is the budget is always more than advertised. There is always more in the budget for the right candidate. I've advertised jobs paying 40 to 50K, knowing that I could go up to 60, but also being told, Adele, if you save the company money, it's going to make you look good. Remember, everyone has a job to do. When you go to work, your job is to make your company money, save your company money, make them look good, improve their brand and improve their reputation, bring in new customers, retain existing customers. All of it comes down to making them money. So me as a recruiter or a HR person, if I can save the money, you come to the interview and you say, oh, I want 45K. And you know the salary band, I've told you it goes up to 50, but you've asked for 45. I'm going to give you the 45 that you asked for. If you say to me, I want between 43 and 45, I'm going to give you 43 because you should have never said that number. Why? Because you showed up and discounted yourself. So I met you where you're at. If you told me 48 to 50, I would have offered you 48. If you told me 50, I would have been like, oh, I might have tried to negotiate you down, but I well know that I can go above 50. So I'll probably just give you the 50. But every HR professional, every recruiter is not like me. You will ask for 50 and they will negotiate you down. So therefore, ask for more. Ask for 55, knowing that you want 50. And I'm not even going to get into this whole negotiation thing because you already know I have 3 episodes. I can't even remember. I think they're episode 41, 42, 43. I think that's it. It's somewhere in the 40s. Go and look back. 3 episodes telling you guys how to negotiate, how to be confident, and how to secure more money. The episodes are called Let's Get You Paid. They're 3 parts. Go back and listen to them. Because if you want to get paid, I'm here to help you. But before we even worry about getting paid, let's stop discounting our services. Let's stop discounting our skills. When you show up at interview, think about all the work you're going to put in. Furthermore, let's start here. Cost of living. I don't care if you're in the UK, the US, Europe. Cost of living has gone up insanely. We went through a hard time in 2020. You already know, lockdown, all that stuff. We went through a hard time. And now we're going through another hard time because of that situation. Companies are doubling, tripling, like things cost so much right now. But yet you are out there giving these companies discounts. Listen, Sainsbury's ain't giving you discounts. My shopping bill is twice what it was last year. If you're in the US, Kroger is not giving you discounts. They're giving you these fake discounts where they put the price up. So last week, I don't know, the bottle of soap, this happened to me recently, that's why I'm saying it. The bottle of soap was 95p. This week it's £2. And then you say, buy one, get one free, or get half price. But half price now it's £1. It was 95p last week. So I'm really not getting a discount. None of these companies are giving you a discount. The gas company is not giving you a discount. The electric company is not giving you a discount. They're not over there saying, listen, let's be humble. Let's keep these prices down for the people. Let's not ask them for too much in case they go to another provider. They don't care. They putting the money up same way the electric company's putting the money up. They don't care if you go to another provider because guess what? The other provider's going to put theirs up as well halfway through your contract. Listen, I used to be the person who would take a lower salary and then be like, I will work my ass off and then ask for more money. And it used to work. That actually works. I'm not going to tell you it didn't work. But the problem with that was I already started lower than what I should have been on. So when I then asked for more money like 3 months later, they gave it to me, but they were actually giving me what they should have given me at the very beginning. Guess what I do now? I negotiate exactly what I want. So I get what I want or more. And then I still go in and work my ass off so that 3 months or 6 months later, I can ask for more. But at no point am I at a loss. At no point am I now putting myself in a situation where I'm starting off behind. The truth is, if a company withdraws an offer because you ask for too much, is that a company you want to work for? Like they've made you the offer, then you negotiate the salary they tried to give you and then they say, nah, we don't want you. Is that where you want to be? Is that really the room you want to be in? Is that the company you want to work for? If you go in and ask for the money you want and they say, no, go ask someone else. Go ask another company. Because if you're getting offers, it means that you have skills that companies want. It means that they know that you're going to be able to benefit them and make them money. If they don't want to pay you for that, go elsewhere. Why would you decide to be on sale? Why would you say, I'm worth everything I bring to the table, my skills, my hard work, my effort. I'm worth 80,000, but you know what? I'll take 65. What? Like I said, the cost of living alone should motivate you to stop being on sale. The cost of living alone should let you know your price tag should have gone up. Okay? I'll say it again. The cost of living alone should remind you that your price tag should have gone up. However, I'm not telling you that that's why you go in a room and negotiate. You shouldn't be saying, oh, I deserve 90K because of the cost of living. Hell no. And like I said, go back and listen to my old episodes. You should be deciding that the skills you have. Think about how much money you're going to make a company, how much money you've already made your company, or how much money you will make a new company if you were to get a new role. So you're about to make them a certain amount of money. All these companies will report like, we made this much profit, woohoo, and then offer you a pizza party. You are going to make them money. You are going to save them money. You are going to bring in customers. You are probably already doing that. Are you being paid for everything you are helping your company achieve? Because trust me, your company has a budget and they have profit and loss and they know how much profit they need to make each quarter. And they're going to push you to make sure they make that. They're going to push every single person from the administrators to the salespeople to the marketing team. They want everyone to work together to make sure that they hit their financial target. So why are you over here discounting yourself and not reaching your financial targets? Why are you on sale? I'm going to keep saying it, guys, because it is one of the best statements I've heard. When you don't negotiate, you put yourself on sale. I'm going to have Akira on my show, 100%. I'm going to reach out to her And for sure, I'm going to interview her and have her on an episode. But I just want to be clear. We do not offer discounts. Absolutely not. You are going to show up to work on time. You are going to work your butt off. You are going to make your boss look good. Every day, you are going to get better and better at your job, faster at your job. They're going to keep throwing responsibilities at you. Ask for the money that you deserve. In fact, ask for more, because the money you think you should be getting, you probably are about 10K, 15K under what you should be asking for. But do not show up in these rooms and offer these companies a discount that they did not ask for and that they do not deserve. That's really important. These companies do not deserve a discount on your skills and on your services. I think about career just like I think about business. I'm offering a service. There is no discount. If you want a discount, you will need to go somewhere else. And the reason I say that is because I know what I'm bringing to the table. I know what I'm offering. I also know that there are a lot of people that cannot afford to work with me. There are a lot of people that can't afford to work with me. And those people, guess what? They've got my free content. They've got this entire podcast. If you go back and listen to all the episodes, you're basically getting coaching from me. Do you know how many people have reached out to me and said, oh my gosh, your podcast has helped me get a pay rise. Your podcast helped me stand up to my boss. Go back and listen. Yeah, it's not one-on-one, but you are getting coached. I will coach your ass off on these podcasts. I've got so many free resources that people can download. I've got masterclasses that are at a discounted rate. There are other ways people can be in my world without having to pay one-on-one prices. But I'm not going to discount my prices because I know what I bring to the table. I'm just going to make sure I have other things going on that other people can access. The electric company is not discounting their rates because they know you need electricity. I know that companies need my skills, my effort, and I'm a good worker. If you know that you're a good hard worker and you do what you're supposed to be doing at work, why are you offering discounts? Now, if you know that you're a bullshitter and you go to work and you do the bare minimum, you hardly do anything, fair enough. Maybe you're going to offer a discount. But the craziest thing is, how many of us work with a colleague and you know it's happened? If it's not now, it's happened in your past. I am blessed to be in companies where this is not happening, but it's definitely happened in my past where I got a colleague who does way less work than the rest of us. We all have to end up pulling their weight, yet they're getting the same salary as us. So who's the mug, me or them? They're lazy. You know, the one doesn't show up, always calls in sick, doesn't put in any effort when they are actually at the job, yet they still getting paid at the end of the month. And yeah, eventually they're going to get sacked. But for 2 months, 3 months, however long it is before they get sacked, they are getting paid the same as you to put half the effort in. But yet you're letting your services and your skills be on sale. We are not on sale over here. There are no discounts. We are saying we are full price over here. The life that you are trying to build requires you to be full price at all times. We do not offer discounts. And just know, even if a company thinks I'm offering them a discount, I'm figuring out another way to not give anyone a discount. I'm negotiating annual leave. I'm negotiating remote working. I'm negotiating something because you will not get a discount. I know how much money I'm about to make you. I know how much you're going to make. You can never really repay me for all the effort I'm going to put in when I'm your employee. Because if you make a crap load of profit, if you make 200,000 profit, I'm not going to even see 10% of that. Your workforce isn't going to see half that money. So actually, I'm going to ask for what I want up front. You are not on sale. Your skills should not be discounted. I promise you, as a recruiter and someone who has been in recruitment and HR for so many years, the budget is movable. There is more money in the budget. They want to save the budget. I used to always try and save my budget because that makes me look good to my boss. And guess what I used to do? When I used to save the budget by someone not getting paid the top end of a salary band, I used to then ask my boss for that money. I used to say, listen, I've recruited 5 new people. I've saved you like 50K. I need a pay rise. I want 10K of that 50K. I want 15K of that 50K. Do you know why? Because I'm not on sale. Me doing what I do is going to cost you. So I need you to have that same energy. You doing what you do has to cost them. There are no discounts. We are not on sale. Full price only. I love it. I'm leaving it there. If you are tired of being scared to ask for full price, if you are tired of being on sale, going to these interviews and feeling like you've got to be humble, working for companies and feeling like you cannot negotiate more money, not knowing how to ask for more money, reach out. When you work with me, listen, when you work with me, you are going to end up having a new confidence that makes you ask for the top end of the salary band. I said to you I was going to leave it there, but I have to say this far. I have a client now who is going for jobs that are like double her current salary. She's going for like the 80, 90K jobs in an industry that she's never worked in before, and she is asking for the top end of the salary. When she came to me, she was even worried that no one would take her seriously in that new industry. And now she's there asking for the top end of the salary. Why? Because she knows they're going to negotiate her down. And if they don't, bonus. She's winning. You are not on sale. Your skills are not discounted. Stop offering a discount that nobody asked for. Full price only. See you in the next episode.
I hope this episode gave you exactly what you needed and motivated you to confidently take steps towards your next career move. If you enjoyed it, screenshot and share it on your socials, tag me on Instagram, and come join my community of amazing women working on leveling up their confidence and career. Thanks for listening, and see you next time.